4:10 on Saturday the 30th of May, and I'm out at the ruin of Cambuskenneth Abbey, and in front of the main tower that has taken the early morning sun, which is creeping up over the Ochels behind me, starting to look absolutely magnificent. Just come over the wall through that little gap, which has been maintained by the locals to get into the field beyond the Abbey, which has got this high metal gate on it. And when I used to come down here with my black Labrador, Shuna, on her early morning walks, I was going to say dorks then, she would love it once she knew she was going through that gap, which she had difficulty getting through, but once through, wow, she knew she was away for a good run. Hedgerow looking absolutely spectacular, copper beech in the distance there, and a more full look of the dawn as she comes up over the Ochels again, just over the shoulder of Dumyat in the far distance. We're inside the grounds now of Cambuskenneth Abbey, and the ruins standing amongst the uncut grass actually looks really good without being cut. It looks much more undiscovered than when it has such really manicured lawns here. And out to my left here, really fascinating thing, really dark to see it. You can just see the signage for it and the railings. At the burial place of King James III and his wife. I've edited in a little bit of footage from later on in the morning visit, and we'll go through the railings here and have a look at just what is inscribed around the coffin stone. In its day, Cambuskenneth Abbey, you can see the tower there, and a converted modern building here. But the Abbey itself used to have a huge acreage here, and just down by the river you can see the wall, the remains of the wall of the boundary, disappearing towards the river where they did their fishing. And just along from the Abbey, this field is littered with buttercups, all closed up at the moment, waiting to catch their first rays. It's a little bit of a chill in the air, but not much. And just down to the side here, I've noticed the downy feathers of what looks like perhaps pigeon that's lost its life here. Most of the bone has disappeared. Either that or it was molting very badly. The sun just beginning to cut a sharper light on the river vista, and below me the river trying to make its way past submerged rocks, making its beautiful gurgling sounds. And with the Wallace Monument to our north and the sun still making its beautiful rise, dramatic rise above the river, surprisingly very few birds around this morning. There was a small clutch of seagull, I should say correctly gull, a few moments ago, but that's it. I really was hoping to find the usual cluster of morning feeders. Maybe there's not enough in the water. I don't know, it's very, very quiet up here today. I'm starting to walk along the bank upstream, and we're coming to the southern end of one of the great meanders on the River Forth as it goes past Stirling. And we're going to follow the line of trees on the far bank. I'm going to curve round, and you can see one of the four great meanders from the city. There's the city of Stirling coming into view, about 1.25 miles away. The castle sitting proud on its rock. And if I swing right round, past the line of hedge, we can see the Abbey amongst its little glade of trees. Well, the sun's now making its way right over the tops of the Ochils here, and we look back to the river and are reminded of one or two of the notice boards in the Abbey and reading about it. And this Abbey, whilst it was very, very important as a major seat of religious learning, especially in the 16th century, it was also an economic powerhouse because of its position on the Forth, and it gained most of its economic wealth from making salt out of the tidal flow here, and that enabled it to cure fish which was sold in foreign markets. And we can link that to the harbour closer to the city. And there are connections there to the Dutch and Flanders markets. The Scots are infinitely strong, both as a nation and in their religious beliefs. No more so than Canon Richardson of Cambuskenneth Abbey, and he said that the entrance to heaven is as easy from Scotland as it is from Jerusalem. A very powerful belief, of course.